Hi guys, thanks for making it up to the last day. I saw a lot of you on Frenchman Street last night, so I appreciate you waking up and attending our dialogue. Yesterday when I was here, I was in the room listening to some great panels and dialogue conversations, and one member of the audience asked a panelist, what do you think the year 2015 is the year of? And the panelist said mobile, and then there was a woman behind me who said it's the year of content. And you know, at Demand Media, we think it's both. We do content marketing for brands. And we feel that, you know, content is really important, specifically for brands. And so what we do is we use our unique data-driven approach to create original content enriched in insights and proprietary data. And then we also use that to optimize this content for search and mobile. So one of the partners that we've been really fortunate to work with over the past few years has been Samsung. And I know you think Samsung, it's products, you know, they just launched their Galaxy 6, but you know, Samsung is really a great example of a brand who's really understands the value of content and how it plays into their brand mission. And so I'm really happy to introduce Melissa Bannon, who is the director of Samsung. And so over the past 3 years, we've really built this great relationship that's steeped in content. And you know, Melissa, I'll let you speak a little bit about what we've done, but we really created this custom channel that's really built around lifestyle content and engaging a consumer where technology and life collide. So, you know, Melissa, when you first came to us to create content, you were looking for something that would separate you from everyone else and really differentiate your brand. So can you tell us what your original strategy was behind utilizing content marketing?
Yeah, absolutely. So my name is Melissa Bannon, and I actually oversee the B2C experience on Samsung.com. We have roughly 400 million unique visitors a year, and we have over 40 different categories that we have to represent. So content marketing is really a way to actually bring all of those categories together and create more of a consistent and cohesive story around all these different products that we offer. So yes, we did just launch the Galaxy S6, which like everybody knows about, but I'm also responsible for making sure that everybody also like talks about and knows about microwaves as well, right? So like there's a huge there's a huge amount of product offering on Samsung.com that I need to communicate out. So creating a branded content channel where we really approach things from a lifestyle perspective, we thought was the most like effective and efficient way of doing that.
So obviously, you know, we've discussed this prior. You really saw the value in creating this channel and creating targeted content marketing. Did you ultimately need to get buy-in from the company to do the channel?
Yeah, we did. I think that we approached it very tactically, the way that we will at Samsung. We started out by saying that beyond just having this conversation with the consumer, that there was an SEO proposition in here, and we could actually track that and provide hard data around that. As we, over the last 3 years, as you know, we've also started to really integrate a lot of the, as we've evolved, integrate a lot of this content into our campaigns, into a lot of our seasonal marketing campaigns, a lot of our e-commerce campaigns, which is another way that we help get buy-in to just continue to expand this on Samsung.com.
And to your point of the partnership and the evolution, when we originally started the custom channel, we were really focused on foundational content, really making sure that we drove awareness, touching the consumer as when they were early adopters. And since then, you know, we've evolved. We've created over 300 pieces of content in text, visual, and video formats. So can you kind of discuss the evolution of transitioning from really focusing on foundational content to creating more engaging content and more engagement around the brand?
Yeah, Yeah, I mean, I think that it was always our goal to create quality content at scale, but that's a challenge, right? So, and that's just the challenge that we've faced for the past couple of years, but we've been able to really evolve into. And a lot of it does have to do with having a very strong measurement strategy around understanding what is effective, having a data-driven approach of what people are looking for, and better being able to understand, give that to them, really. I think that's really what it's been about, is taking the data and using that to, so it's like, it's very complex, right? So it's not just the data about the consumer, it's actually the data of what is, you know, popular on, what's resonating with people.
Right, and I think, like I mentioned earlier, we do take a data-driven approach. We look at insights constantly around what the audience is consuming on Samsung, what formats are more popular than others, and you know, we've really applied that to how we execute content toward your campaigns. Can you give me an example of a recent campaign that we've done and how that's kind of worked and performed for Samsung?
Yeah, absolutely. So we've actually used a lot of the content that Demand Media has created throughout all of our seasonal campaigns this year, including huge things like Black Friday. I'm going to just mention Back to School, because that was a unique and a very fun campaign that was very well received internally. And so we worked with you guys created a lot of, and when we talk about measurement, it's all about, like you said, about format, what formats, not just the actual content, but we did a lot of quizzes around Back to School. We did quite a bit of some slideshows, some different types of, you know, getting kids ready, how parents can do all this stuff. And we actually saw our average order value increase over 300% on Samsung.com. It sounds like crazy, like it even sounds crazy to me.
Right.
But yeah, this type of content and helping people understand, you know, all the different products that work together, and, you know, take that, push that up against a promotion, and you really like start to see like basically magic happen, because it's, you know, pretty crazy.
Yeah, and I think, you know, like Melissa said, we've done a lot of quizzes we know perform really well, and slideshows, which we converted to listicles because we found that viewing the images more inline versus paginated was more successful. And I think that's also been key, is that we're constantly testing and optimizing and moving the e-commerce module from the right rail to the bottom. And I think, you know, on that note, you say that's where the magic happened. Is there a secret to this success, or do you feel like it's just constantly testing and evolving to really figure it out?
Testing and evolving, I think, is really it. And I know that at Samsung, and this is one of the great things with Demand, is we just move very, very quickly, and really just being able to pivot, like, and change, you know? So it's all about, like, hey, we tested this, we tried that, you know, we did this. You know, I'm very executional, my team's very executional. There's no reason to kind of like sit in a room and, you know, discuss something to death. It's like we have it always on channel. It's like put something up and see if it works. And that's what we do, and we need partners like you guys to help us to be able to do that.
Yeah, we do believe in the always-on conversation and constantly innovating and evolving as the marketplace and does, and consumers get savvier in how they view content and in what format and in what device. And I think it's just the constant collaboration that we've had with Samsung that has kind of been able to drive it forward. But for brands or agencies in particular who are looking to potentially venture out into content marketing and adding content as an offering, is there any advice that you would give them?
I think it's really just goes back to what I said about is just do it, like try it, you know, get something out there, be executional in nature. Don't, you know, I have a, you know, it's from Facebook, but I have like this thing on my desk. It's like, you know, about just done is better than perfect. Like, let's just get it out there, understand it, and start creating some benchmarks and numbers around it so that you can just start optimizing and improving. That's really what I think it's about, so.
Great.
Cool.
Thanks. Any questions? I can't see, so. Great.
Get some tech support for me for the Chromebook. This thing rocks.
Yeah, see me afterwards on the outside.
I'm serious. Sound isn't working on it. But these things are awesome, and I'm interested in the 6, and I like the way you tie it all together as sort of like a brand story rather than like, okay, we're doing a product announcement.
Right, yeah.
And I think, I'm sure there's a lot of fanboys and fangirls, but Apple's a little bit petrified, which is good.
Yeah, totally good.
That's all the time we have. Thank
Great,
you,
great.
ladies.
Thanks.
Thanks.